And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. This verse, Genesis 1:3-4, reminds me of the nothingness that came before. There was just nothing. There was the darkness, and God created the heavens and the earth, but nothing else. No way to see the earth. And light reminds me that there's life and movement and brightness. And it's got me thinking these days about being a consumer versus being a creator. And so I've been thinking about, as any parent does, the balance of screen time, which our kids are very motivated to have, and other time where their brains and their bodies are going to be moving and creating and innovating and contributing, even things like in chores and to our household. And it's got me thinking about myself and my own balance between being a consumer, like watching a show and passively just ingesting, versus creating things that help, doom scrolling versus actually putting into practice some of the things that I've learned. And I just see our culture as being so geared towards consuming and just ingesting. And I want to balance my own life for sure towards more creating. And this is one of the big reasons I've created Disciple Together, just as a channel and as a means of putting something back, having a chance to comment on it. I know there are lots of other channels that do it way better than me. There are lots of other places you can learn all these things. And yet I think still it's important to have voices that contribute to the things we want to contribute to. And so amplifying God's word in my life, I think is valuable, and that's why I'm doing it. And then putting in the commentary that has helped me transform my life, specifically around my weight and food addiction. I was a consumer to the nth degree of food, and then I started Bright Line Eating and retrained my brain in a totally different way. And a big part of Bright Line Eating is, once the addiction aspect is handled, and we have a lot of focus, a lot more capacity in life to do other things. And those other things, you need to figure out what those are going to be. Otherwise, it's way too easy to go back to food as a way to just deal with life and to fill life. And so, being somebody that contributes to others in the Bright Line Eating community has been something that they talk about. And, other communities too, though, not just Bright Line Eating community. And for me, that's the Christian community and the non-Christian community who don't know what God's word actually says. I love being able to just share that with people, because there was a time when I didn't know, and I critiqued the Bible without knowing anything about it. And then I did start reading it. As a non-believer, I started reading the Bible, and about halfway through reading the Bible is when I became a Christian. It was a long process, many years. It was like 10 years of reading the Bible. It took me that long. And being somebody that creates and contributes, that's what I believe we're meant to do, not just consume all the time. So what is that looking like in your life?